What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Shout out to all those beginner investors and traders out there. Y'all already know who it is. Ficky. But if you don't, it's Kavare Valentine. You done pulled up to the block market. This is Hood Money Investing. First off, I want to start by saying to all those emotional, Carl Thomas, Baby Bib and Rattle, pull up wearing investors out there leaving those disrespectful comments, you are not hurting my feelings at all. I am a beginner investor and trader that is trying to help out some fellow beginner investors and traders with a little bit of info that could save them some time and some money. You guys are being very disrespectful, and it shows how brainwashed and manipulated some of you are. I'm not talking about all of you. I'm talking about the ones leaving those disrespectful comments. I thought the first rule of investing was not to get emotionally attached. I thought you were supposed to use psychology. It's no different than how they use the news against you when it comes to stocks like AMC and GameStop. I heard that Citadel has put a couple long plays on AMC. Wouldn't that give people the thought and the conviction to believe that AMC is going to go to the moon so that it can reach a certain point, which they know because they have the data and they are the ones controlling the board? Wouldn't that be something that will give you some confidence? But for some odd apparent reason, they don't say or talk about the squeeze and the potential and everything that they have done to prevent it. Do you guys not see where I'm coming from? And to those subscribers that are, family, because that's what I consider you. You're beginners like myself. I apologize for the loud outbursts, but this is my personality. I'm just passionate. I'm not screaming. I'm not yelling. I feel good because guess what? I know what's going to happen with AMC. I told y'all in the video that I did back that I'll be okay with it going over 100 because that's where it's going. But I just want to remind those beginner investors and traders out there, not those, sad, manipulated, he's not saying everything everybody else is saying type of thinkers. This is not for them. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to remind beginner investors and traders what happened to a lot of us with GameStop. You see what I'm saying? And I'm saying do not get pulled in by these fake YouTube content creators that are only using your fear, your uncertainty, your doubt, your excitement, and that greed that you have inside of you, because all of us have it a little bit. And they're trying to get you to constantly, bet or trade or hold a stock that, you should not get emotionally tied into. Yes, I love AMC stock as well. I enjoy, what's going on right now because we're in, a pivotal point in history. So I'm happy to be a part of it. But at the same time, I felt the same way about GameStop when they said the potential was way past Volkswagen. Okay. And this is another reason why I wanted to do this video, because you fellow beginner investors and traders, I'm telling you, you have to watch out for these fake, shields and these people leaving these comments. There's a lot of disrespect. You know how many bots that they can create and make it seem like real people and put paragraphs and write, all types of negative things in comments, But one thing I do not see these people doing, they are not engaging with the people that are agreeing with me in the comments. You see what I'm saying? They aren't engaging with them, but they're calling me an idiot and all that. But the people that are breaking down why it could possibly, play out the way that I said as well, they're not engaging with them. So this is one thing I wanted to show you, beginner investors and traders, as AMC makes a move, because we know it's going to squeeze. We know they know that They know, we know that they out here doing this, just sweeping it under the rug. You know what I mean? They know we not no fools, so they have to reconfigure it so that they can also make money. Why do you think that these hedge funds are jumping in or these whales are jumping in? Because they know that it's about to be money to be made. So I agree with any and everybody that's talking about it going to 100K. I would love to make $100,000 a share or more for every AMC stock that I hold, because I have hundreds and hundreds. Now, I don't have thousands, but I mean, I have a considerable amount to where if it hit that number, I'll be worth tens of millions. So, and that's just not bragging. I'm saying I know a lot of, AMC investors hold, hundreds or thousands of shares. So that's the thing that I want you guys to look at, and how many people that they will allow to, reach this bracket, of financial freedom that will, potentially cause people to dictate the things that are going on in the world. You know what I mean? I'm not, and yes, we should, the people should dictate the things that are going on in the world. I just know that that's how it's never been that way since I've been here on earth. That's all I'm saying. And I want to show and point something out to you guys. Now, we opened up here at AMC before I show you guys. It was like 15 something, and then it dropped down to low, like 13. And I think, it opens like that, or, and then it comes down like that, because I think they say something like, it'll show like the high of the willing buyer or something like that, and then the low of the willing seller or something like that. So I think that's the reason why, if some of us was confused about why it was 1530 or something like that and then dropped, that's what it, look it up. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an investing guru. Please, go do the research yourself. But this is why I need you guys to do research on your own, because remember what I talked about, these phony YouTube creators and these shills and these bots. I'm not getting, people are talking about I'm getting paid by AMC. I'm getting paid by Citadel and all the time. I'm like, wow, I'm just a regular person. I'll be driving like a Phantom out this month if that was the case, but, like I said, I'm going to show y'all something, check this out. I'm going to go to my channel and show you this right here. It says, check out ONPH stock going to the moon in year 2000, hit 40 million a share. See you on the moon on my private island. Okay. Now, ONPH. All right. I said 40 million a share. Wow. So I looked up, the biggest short squeezes in history. It says 1923 Piggly Wiggly short squeeze, 2008 Volkswagen versus Porsche, the big short of Herbalife, 2020 Tesla stock price rally, and 2021 GameStop surge. It says nothing about ONPH, okay? And when I went to ONPH, it says Oncology Pharma Inc. and it's $20 a share. Now, I'm not saying that it didn't hit 40 million a share, but it doesn't say it on the biggest short squeezes in, stock history on Google. It doesn't say that. And this is for the people that are like, well, AMC is going to go to 100K. This is how much they listen. GameStop was the, number one shorted stock on the stock market, back then, if you can't remember, just 5-6 months ago, as you can see right here, or according to the Dow Jones market data, more than 170 million shares of GameStop were traded on January 28th, the second largest total in a single day, surpassing its 30-day average volume of 29 million shares. And pre-market trading hours the same day, it briefly hit over $500. But when another thing that I peeped, it was like, damn, the volume on GameStop was like 400 million, it was like between 200 and 400 million. Just recently, AMC's reached those numbers in volume, and we haven't seen a spike up over 50 or $100. And that goes to show that it's being manipulated. So if they can manipulate the price and keep it down, why wouldn't they manipulate it, as far as stopping you from scalping or making hundreds of thousands of dollars for each share that you hold? I don't understand, and like I just showed you, you guys, this comment has popped up several times in my, comments. And that's all you see is disrespect. I'm not bothered by none of this. I'm trying to help. So, all that he's not, he's paper handing. I have AMC in every portfolio I hold. So believe one of those portfolios is being held for, the real diamond hands and the real investors that understand this is how you play it. I have one portfolio that I will hold just in case it does go to 100K or 500K. But I have two more that I will be selling on the way up and on the way down, because that is what, I was taught to do. And that is the logical thing to do as an investor. I'm not here to gamble. I'm here to accumulate other stocks that are innovative, that have, great future potential, and that can, make me some great profit in the future. So I can position my friends and family and others, and help. That's it. That's all I'm trying to do. Help. That's it. I mean, I think that's my calling, to help the best way that I can. That's the reason why I don't want to lie to you guys about me being some technical analysis, data, this, that, and the third. I just want you to know that I was following GameStop. And, I was just as amped as anybody else when it came to, what was about to take place with GameStop. And, we were cut at the knees. You know what I mean? Right now, as you can see, if people don't think I'm invested, I mean, this is just one of my portfolios. I mean, I have some calls for AMC, I have a few that are doing good at the moment. I only have 3 calls, because like I said, I'm a beginner, man. I'm invested, but I also, I'm trying to keep my balance just in case the rug gets pulled out from under us like GameStop. You see what I'm saying? And that is the only reason why, I am bringing this stuff to light. And people can say what they want, man. Like, as you can see, I have some Party City, puts. I have some SOS calls, some Global Star calls, Arrow. I invest in companies that, make sense. And, I hold, I've been holding AMC and GameStop for a while, man. Well, GameStop over a year, but I mean, AMC about 6-7 months, So, for all that, I'm a paper hander. And I mean, like I said, you need people to blame, to point your fucking finger and say that's the bad guy. You know why? Because you don't have the guts to think how you want to think. You don't have the patience to do your own DD. That's why I wanted to show you this comment of this guy talking about ONPH, right? But then when you look up the biggest short squeezes, it says Piggly Wiggly, short squeeze, Volkswagen, Big Short, Herbalife, Tesla. It says nothing about that company that is mentioned in my comments several times. So that's all I wanted to talk about to you, beginner investors and traders out there. Please, be careful and trade smart. And when it comes to AMC and GameStop, believe me, I am hoping it skyrockets to 100K as well. You could go back several videos before all of these arrows and darts that's being thrown, these poison arrows and darts that people throwing out here for basically coming from lack of brain development or lack of, common sense and the ability to think for oneself. That's what it seems like to me, but I'm only doing this to help, man. That's it. As you can see, we already over 100 million in volume. We at 1434. Everything is looking, it's nothing to say. It's nothing. I can't give you, fellow beginner investors and traders, any information that can, help you feel any more comfort than anybody else, because out of all the phonies, believe me, there are a lot of people trying to give you the correct information. And those are the ones that are, that have already clarified that this is going to the moon, and I believe it. But I just know what dirty game we playing with and what cesspool we're in, dealing with, these people that have really never done nothing for his people. So that's all I'm talking about. And I do believe in a greater, economy. I do believe in, a better system. I do believe that we can change, things, us collectively, if we start having, more of a different perspective and change these ideologies, man. Because like I said, look how, I'm getting more attacked than it's most people can't even say, well, all right, that makes sense in a way, but I'm still, because I hope it go to 100K, but that does not exclude or, dismiss my intelligence, or I'm not going to, allow myself to get so, excited that, I forget to think, I'm not going to do that. So that's all I wanted to say. Shout out to all those beginner investors and traders out there, AMC and GameStop, or they're making moves, man. And I've been waiting, believe me, but I got out of all the, hype a long time ago, because you'll find yourself just sitting around looking in your portfolio on your tablet, on your computer, and you won't, make any, other smart decisions. I've jumped in several plays after they halted GameStop and made money, on Wells Fargo. I was making bread. It's still climbing. I was making money on what else? Because it was definitely Riot was jumping, Microvision was popping. You know what I mean? So I was still scalping, man. Doge. I'm kind of sitting around like, damn, do I sell most of my Doge and then put it in the AMC and then put it in the Ethereum Classic, and then maybe transfer some money and then buy more Ethereum, because Ethereum is going to run to 8 to 10K. It's just like with everything that's going on right now, I'm not saying I know, I'm saying with the patterns that are being developed from what I can see based on the psychology of the people, it's like people are trying to capitalize from either the market or crypto, and they're transferring money back and forth to catch the bull runs. AMC might be popping right now. I just got a little alert. AMC and GameStop. See? All right, let's see what I'm saying? I got my Jones ready. You know what I mean? People talking about, yes, I'm a beginner, but no, I'm not no damn fool. I'm learning from some of the best. You know what I mean? On top of just using common sense. That's all we got to do. Now, if it runs past, 1,000, 10K, 100K, let's get money. Let's ice cream scoop, Haagen-Dazs, flip, chip, Tostito, dip the market. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm not about to sit here and lie to people. I'm not going to do that, so that's all I got is love. You know what I mean? Now, and that don't make me naive. You know what I'm saying? And I refuse to, I missed probably an extra 100K when GameStop went to, first of all, I made a good amount of, oh my goodness, I was so shocked. But, once it got to 500 and I sold a certain amount, I was like, oh, it's going to push past 1,000. So I didn't sell. You know what I'm saying? Boom, it dropped. It came down to like 4. Then it came down to 3. And then that's when we came down into that like one region, and then it kept bouncing back and forth. And then eventually somewhere along the line, it dropped all the way to $30. And that's where, I missed that extra 100K, because I'm telling beginner investors right now, I was so caught up with all the blogs and it's gonna push past, Volkswagen and all the, info that was coming out. I wasn't stern or like just feeling everything everybody was saying and believing it. It was like, okay, I'm holding with the team. That's how I felt. I'm down with the squad. And when that joint dropped like the way that it kept doing, and I said to myself, oh my God, I could have sold every share that I had, and then I would have made an extra like 75K. Then when it dropped down to 30 bucks, 30 bucks, 33 bucks, I could have bought back every single share that I sold, hundreds. And then it went back up to like two something, close to 300. So this is what I'm saying. I've ridden this wave before. I have. And but that's why I'm doing this video. What do you fellow beginner investors and traders out there, and the ones that have, an individual independent thought process, that can understand that they, with the technicals and the data, that yes, they are in the hole for hundreds of thousands of a share. I get it. But, give me a logical and give us a logical reasoning why you think it's not, and it's based off the truth. It's not, like nothing I'm saying is wrong about the system and how it's treated as people. I mean, these people never even paid for the 2008 market crash and every other crash that they've caused. You know what I'm saying? We're still talking about, and I'm not trying to make it political. I'm just saying we're still talking about people that are waiting for unemployment payments that haven't received stimulus. So that's that's all I'm saying. Maybe this will be the stimulus, and that's the reason why I do have a video, if you're paying attention, saying if it does go to 100K, don't be out here buying giraffes and kangaroos and buying spaceships and building Capsule Corp. Out here trying to make motherfucking, androids and shit. Please, man, make sure you forget these men and women. Don't forget these men and women out here that don't know anything about investing, that are struggling, that are, less fortunate. Do not forget, do not become the 1%. If you pay any attention to me, you know that I have not been down in GameStop or AMC. I want them both to thrive because I want people to thrive. So, you can say whatever you want. You've heard me say this will wipe out the national debt. This will wipe out the national debt. It's no telling, like I said, how many shares are being shorted. It's no telling how many big whales are on the long side of this. So it's no telling how much money they will make if it squeezes. It will be ridiculous amounts of money. It will be ridiculous amounts of money. They'll be able to pay off the national debt. Easy. Like, is the world economy like 130 million or so, 130 trillion or something? They'll damn near reach those numbers, man, or eclipse it if this squeezes that way. So that's what I'm talking about. It's not like I'm saying it can't happen. I'm saying, will they let it happen? But I'm the bad guy. You need people like me, to make you hate that you have to think on your own. Okay? It's okay. You need people like me. You point your fucking finger and say that's the bad guy. Shout out to all those beginner investors and traders out there. Make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you keep your eye on AMC and GameStop. And don't forget to play this without emotion. And, please, man, do not get, you use your, come on, think. That's all I'm asking people to do, It's one love. Let's flip, chip, Tostito dip, and scoop these stocks, man, and get this money and go long and build a bigger and brighter future out this motherfucker. It's goodbye, Ray Valentine. You done pulled up to the block market.
They out there panicking right now. I can feel it. They out there. They're panicking. Look at them.
Now, you're not naive enough to think we're living in a democracy, are you, buddy? It's the free market. And you're part of it.
Something just came across my desk, John. It is perhaps the best thing I've seen in the last 6 months. If you have 60 seconds, I'd like to share the idea with you. You got a minute?
after everything we've done for you.
Oh, see, I made Lewis a bet here. Lewis bet me that we couldn't both get rich and put you on the poorhouse at the same time. He didn't think we could do it. I won.
I lost. $1.
Thank you, Lewis.
After you.
Certainly.